In the outermost reaches of our solar system, something strange is lurking. A possible super-Earth with a mass 5 to 10 times greater than our own planet might be hiding in the far edges of our cosmic neighborhood, and it could have been there all along. And by all along, I mean like 45 billion years. That's how long scientists think this potential planet has been hiding in our solar system's boonies, only occasionally revealing itself through its gravitational influence on the strange orbits of distant objects. But if it's been here for so long, why are we just noticing it now? And what exactly makes this potential planet so special? It's me, and this is my channel. 9 is the name of a hypothetical planet roughly 5 times as massive as Earth that some astronomers think might be orbiting the Sun in an extremely elongated path that extends as far out as 270 astronomical units from the center of our solar system. An astronomical unit, or O, is the average distance between the Sun and Earth, or 150 million kilometers, give or take. So 9 would orbit the Sun at distances ranging from 270 astronomical units to as close as 78 astronomical units, with the planet spending most of its time way out in the distant cold. For comparison, Neptune is the 8th and farthest known planet from the Sun, and it sits at about 30 astronomical units from the Sun. So even at its closest approach, 9 would still be more than 10 times farther from the Sun than Neptune. If it were closer, it would likely be an ice giant like Neptune, but out there at those frigid distances, anything we might call Planet 9 would be mostly rock and metal. And because it's never been directly observed, it would also be a dark, cold, likely uninviting place. But 9 isn't cold or dark enough to make the list of exoplanets. According to NASA, an exoplanet is any planet that orbits a star outside our solar system. And while it would take Planet 9 around 1,000 years to complete just one orbit around the Sun, that doesn't disqualify it from being a planet. Not by our definition, anyway. It is possible that 9 was captured long ago by our Sun's gravity from the vast collection of rogue planets wandering between star systems. Or maybe it formed early in our solar system's history and migrated outward. Either way, it would have done so without ever being detected. That is partly because the region where Planet 9 is theorized to orbit is a huge dead zone for telescopic observation. We can see through space only so far, and the light from distant objects is so faint that it takes hours or days for the signal to reach even the largest telescopes on Earth. But the majority of time it takes for that light to reach us, it's when the Sun is shining brightly in that part of the sky, making all that faint starlight impossible to detect against the glare. And the reason astronomers suspect that something big must be out there is because of the strange orbits of several small icy objects. Their paths around the Sun are so oddly clustered that there must be something unseen tugging on them gravitationally, nudging them into their peculiar groupings. And because these space rocks are so distant, it would take several hundred years for any possible planet to gravitationally affect their orbits enough for us to notice. The idea of a large planet lurking in our solar system as distant past is not a new one. In fact, it was popular in some circles back in the 17th century when astronomers like Christian Huygens wondered aloud if there might be another behemoth out there accounting for the strange perturbations in Uranus' orbit. They didn't know about Neptune, which was discovered almost a century later, or that the apparent wobbling of Uranus' orbit could be explained by the gravitational pull of a much smaller unseen body, a situation we call orbital resonance. There's also the fact that if Planet 9 really is out there, it could help solve a few other mysteries related to the origins of our solar system. But it's not going to make our Sun a binary system, nor will it turn Earth into a Goldilocks planet. Even if it were twice the mass of Earth, Planet 9 would be too far away to affect our planet's orbit around the Sun significantly. Of course, that won't stop people from speculating that it could crash into Earth. Thanks for watching.